Hello my fellow investors and welcome back to another stock market update for the week of October 16th. And oh boy guys, this week was just absolutely crazy. As you can see, we pretty much ended on Friday at a positive 2.37%. And you're looking at this and you're like, wow, that must have been a great earnings week. Yeah, except that the reason why this actually rallied the last day was actually because of the most unfounded reason ever. And that is that S&P gains over 4% for the week amid hopes of Fed easing up on rate hiking spree. Very, very interesting, guys. Pretty much people are filled with hopium, and that's the reason why the market rose 4% on Friday. Absolutely crazy. Apparently, they're thinking that hopefully the Fed will slow down when it comes to the rate hiking, even though just last week we got inflation numbers at 8.2% with a 6.6% increase year over year in the core inflation, which is what the Fed tends to look at. So how is this happening? How is this increase of 4% in the markets happening in hopes that the Fed will slow down interest rates when we actually have been seeing earnings come out beating expectations for the most part, and then on top of that, inflation rising month over month and year over year? How is this in any way founded? I don't have no idea what's going on, guys, but this resulted in the stock market to end the week at a massive green. It is just green all over the place. So let's actually delve into this, guys. We got the technology sector. There isn't a single lick of red over here. We got Microsoft gaining almost 6%, Apple 6.5%, Adobe 6.4%, Nvidia. All the semiconductors gained massively, which, by the way, I believe that they are having earnings this week. So be on the lookout for stock analysis as well as earnings report on those. I want to take a look at Intel again because last quarter it was awful. When it came to the information technology services, everything was in the green. So guys, everything here was just very much in the green, with, I believe, Salesforce gaining the most, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, no, over here, LRCX, Lam Research Corporation, 17.25%. Into the communications sector, everything here was massively in the green, guys, especially Netflix. Netflix gained 25.9%. You heard me right, 25.9% after their subscriber counts actually came out, and by the looks of it, they got a lot of brand new subscribers. So they think that it's over. We'll see where that leads. But aside from that, guys, we did have four companies that were in the red. Verizon down 2.83%, Twitter 1.11%, and Fox Corporation down 6.72%. Aside from that, guys, massive green. And as I just said, Netflix gained 25.9%, which is insane. Into the consumer cyclicals, a lot of green here, though a little bit of red in the form of Home Depot and Lowe's, which, if you guys know me, I am very happy about. Lowe's lost 3.5%, Home Depot lost 1/3%, and also when it came to the specialty retail, we got Tractor Supply losing 0.66 and Ulta losing 2.9. Probably because of the scandal that they recently had, but don't really quote me on that one. We also had over here VFC losing 4.35, Pool Corporation 7.23, KMX down 7.5, and pretty much all the ones here when it comes to the furnishing, fixtures, and appliances, Whirlpool, Fortune Brands, and Mohawk Industries all losing. And that pretty much does it for the losers, I believe. Oh, over here, Lennar Corporation as well as PHM losing as well. Aside from that, guys, massive in the green. As you can clearly see here, we got Amazon gaining a whopping 11.62%, and I believe that was the highest one from what I could see here. So yes, Amazon gaining the most at 11.62%, and pretty much everything else is in the green except for the ones that I mentioned. Coming now into the consumer defensives, a lot of green here as well. Walmart, Costco, Target, Dollar General, and Dollar Tree all gaining, with Target actually gaining the most at 9.3%. In the beverages one, a lot of green here as well, though not as green as the discount stores. Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Keurig, and Monster all gaining, with, I believe, Coca-Cola gaining the most. In the households, Procter & Gamble gained 2.8 on the week, which, by the way, guys, they actually seem to be at the 52-week low, so I would like to make an analysis on them as well. Take a look at their earnings since they also just came out fairly recently. Kimberly-Clark, Church & Dwight, Clorox, Newell Brands, and Colgate all gained. However, EL actually lost 3.6%. In the tobacco, Philip Morris gained while Altria lost. And we kind of have a mixed bag here when it comes to the packaged foods. Kraft Heinz lost 1.5, GIS down 0.86, Lamb Weston Holdings down 2.7. But aside from that, guys, really green sector overall, with I believe the biggest one, if I can actually find it, would actually have to be Target, gaining 9.27%. Coming now into the financials, guys, a lot of green here. However, we do see a little bit of red when it comes to the banks regional. USB, TFC, MTB, RF, FITV, SIVB, CMA, CBNY, and Zion all lost, with I believe the biggest loser here was MTB losing 12.82%. We also have Allstate losing 9.33%, and Northern Trust Corporation 527, and CME losing 1.06%. Aside from that, guys, everything here gained massively, with I believe the banks gaining the most. At Bank of America gaining 10.25% on the week, and JP Morgan 9.93%. So yeah, guys, very green sector overall. Into the healthcare, we got a lot of green here as well. It's just green all over the place, honestly. In the drug manufacturers, everything gained, with Pfizer gaining the most at 4.88. Now, we do have a little bit of red here, actually a lot of red here when it comes to the medical services. Abbott Labs losing 5.8, as well as Bio-Rad Laboratories 4.18, Moderna losing 4.24, Regeneron 3.01, HCA 2.39, UHS 1.68, TMO and DHR also losing, DXCM lost 1.78%, and a couple ones down here also lost as well. But overall, guys, massively green sector. And from what I can see here, the biggest gainer overall would actually have to be ISRG, gaining 19.35% on the week, which is insane, now to $218.49. Into now the industrial sector. In the specialty industry, machinery industry, everything here was pretty much in the green, especially 3M 2.8%, Honeywell almost 5%, General Electric 7.77%, PH almost 6%. However, we did have some red here, with Generac Holdings losing 20.05%, which is massive, and PNR losing 2.99%. Aerospace, everything here in the green, with Northrop Grumman gaining 12.6%. However, coming down here, we do see that when it comes to the railroads, UNP lost 1.68%, which, by the way, guys, UNP, it is below $200. This might be a pretty good time to pounce. NSC also lost, while CSX as well as WAB gained. In the staffing and employment services, RHI losing almost 10%. In the airlines, Alaskan Airlines lost while all the other ones gained. Consulting services, Equifax lost 4.44%. Tools and accessories, SWK losing 3.37%. Snap-on Incorporated losing 0.88%. And when it comes to the integrated freight and logistics, UPS gained while FedEx as well as CHRW lost. So overall, guys, again, massively green sector. But the biggest loser right here would have to be Generac, losing 20.05%. And the biggest gainer, I think, would have to be Northrop Grumman, gaining 12.6%. In the real estate, pretty much everything here in the green except for CCI losing 3.18% and BXP losing 0.93%. We got companies like Realty Income, which unfortunately gained 3.76% on the week, still though below $60, so it might be a pretty good dividend company to buy. But aside from that, guys, everything here was very much in the green, with I believe the biggest one would actually have to be DLR, gaining 6.63% on the week. Into the utilities, a lot of green here, except for actually Next Era Energy, which lost 0.17% on the week. But aside from that, guys, everything here gained, with I believe AES gaining the most at 5.82. Actually, no, CEG gained 7.41%. In the most meme sector, the energy sector, everything here, guys, gained massively. ExxonMobil 6.72%, Chevron 8.15%, ConocoPhillips 5.54%, Occidental 6.87%, PXD 10.2%, absolutely insane. Guys, everything here gained massively. I mean, I could go over them, but it's just all over the place. It's just green all over the place, with I believe SLB gaining the most at 19.6%. And now lastly, when it comes to the materials, everything here in the green as well, with I believe the biggest one gaining was Freeport gaining 15.88%. So overall guys, you can clearly see it is a sea of green. However, we have seen this before, right? We have seen this before, and the fact of the matter is that the reason why this occurred is because of just absolute nonsense of hopes that the Fed might decrease the rate hiking spree, even though the Fed hasn't mentioned this at all. In fact, they're getting even more and more hawkish. The better the economy does and the higher inflation goes, that will just make them increase rates even more. So can't wait for the rug to be pulled under people's feet and we go back to another massive red day. But anyways guys, that pretty much is it for this video. I still think that we have a lot more red to go to. If you see any indicator, the top 3 indicators, they're still pretty much just saying that we are 50% overpriced to get back to normal means. So I think that in the next upcoming months, we will go back into deep red. That pretty much does it for this video. Like if you like, comment, subscribe. It really does help with the algorithm on YouTube. You guys can follow me and my new tech sites. Link in the description below. So with that said, peace out, and I will see you all in the next video.